Hello YouTube, I've got another high-elo ranked game here with the teams being Gragas, Zed, Udyr, Graves, and Blitzcrank versus Jarvan, Floor, Quinn, Orianna, Vladimir, and Nautilus. So it looks like the lane matchups are going to be Udyr versus Jarvan in the jungle. At top lane, most likely going to be Zed versus Vladimir. At mid lane, I'm guessing Gragas versus Orianna, and at bottom lane, Graves and Blitzcrank versus Quinn and Nautilus. So lots of hooks this game. Got a Blitzcrank and a Nautilus. As far as the high-elo people, I am aware of SJC Guess. I believe he is in the Challenger League, or was not too long ago when I made this list to find people. And without further ado, let's get this party started. I'm sorry, that was my scary voice. You wouldn't like me when I'm mad. I Hulk out. Anyway, it looks like I've got them all matched up. Let's take a quick look at what everybody is running. So starting with the blue team, starting with Gragas, we've got Hybrid Pens there on the marks, just a little bit of Spell Pen there, so he's probably going that 21-9 or 21-09, not quite sure there. Does have quite a bit of MR, so I'm probably guessing 21-9. Zed, on the other hand, looks like he's running a little bit of AD, a little bit of Armor Pen, kind of hard to tell exactly what he's running, but he doesn't have any Armor Pen marks. A little bit of cooldown reduction. Curious, that's good. He definitely needs it. So anyway, Udyr running, looks like Armor Pen, looks like we will be seeing an 80 Udyr. He does have 81 attack to start, and he started with a Doran's Blade instead of a Hunter's Machete. Kind of interesting there. So anyway, Graves looks like he's rocking a lot of Armor Pen, no lifesteal, just a little bit of attack damage there with a Doran's Blade. So quite a bit of Armor Pen there. Blitzcrank here running, looks like he is running defense utility, not much, so it's probably 0-21-9, or maybe he's even all defense. Hard to tell. So let's take a quick look at the purple team. Jarvan here running, looks like he's a lot of AD, just a little bit of Armor Pen. Usually you see that the other way around. Lots of Armor Pen, just a little bit of AD. But anyway, Quinn running a little bit of AD, lots of attack damage there. Orianna running Spell Pen, just a little bit of AP, quite a bit of magic resist, so looks like she's got like MR glyphs or something. Vladimir looks like he is running a little bit of magic pen, quite a bit of AP, but he did start with a Doran shield, so he has actually a lot of AP for not having a Doran's item, so I'm guessing he's running flat AP or something. Anyway, Nautilus here, looks like he's got a little bit of Spell Pen, but for the most part, looks like he's going defensive runes, but it looks like he's 9-21 or maybe 9-12-9. Doesn't have that much cooldown reduction, so hard to tell. It looks like we're seeing Nautilus try to tease around with this Udyr. I'm not sure if he wants to mess with that. Trying to tinker with it. Why would you do that? Weird. That was silly, Udyr. You just wasted your flash. Not Udyr, Nautilus. Burned your flash. Alright, so let's get back to this directed camera, letting it do most of the work for us. As far as the starting times go, nothing really out of the ordinary. We do have a Fortitude Elixir there on the Zed. Hunter's Machete on the Jarvan, which is to be expected, but Udyr's not running a Hunter's Machete, so he decided to go with the health sustain there from the Doran's Blade. Lots of damage going on this Orianna already. And she did get ignited. One more auto attack ensures that Ignite picks up the kill, and Gragas gets the first blood there without even needing a gank. And it looks like Udyr's going to do kind of a ninja gank here, stunning the Jarvan, doing some nice damage there with the red buff in his Tiger stance. And it looks like he's going to force Jarvan back. Manages to get the stun off before the flash went through, and he brings him incredibly low, and that's going to be enough to force this Jarvan back home. Back at bottom lane, looks like they've been poking at each other a little bit. Quinn on the receiving side of a lot of that damage, and top lane is still fairly calm. So, good to know. This is kind of an interesting, this double hook bottom lane is very intriguing. Looks like Vladimir and Zach are still trading damage quite readily. Double hook, and we also have a blind, so nice damage there. Nautilus misses the hook, and that's actually super relevant. Now this Quinn is forced to a very defensive position, and Nautilus has to play very defensive because he was brought very low, and the Blitz hook is up here very shortly. Looks like Blitz is trying to zone there. Lands the hook there on the Quinn. Forced to exhaust and then barrier a lot of that. Using all the spells. Graves trying to go in there for a cheese kill, but didn't quite have the damage, and now Blitzcrank is on the run, and it looks like he might go down. There is a flash there, taking some more damage. Blitzcrank brought incredibly low, down to about 15 health there. And looks like, hold up, we're going to watch this, because while I was watching that, it looks like Vladimir got brought really low. But managed to get pick up anyway by this Zed. So we'll see how that happened. Manages to land, swaps to it, ignites before the pool goes off, but goes down regardless. And it looks like we're trading kills, 80 carries, killing each other, and Nautilus managing to pick up the Graves, though. So all sorts of fighting going on everywhere here. Very active game so far. 5 deaths already, and we're only 4.5 minutes in. Orianna looks like she's getting zoned a little bit here. Remember, Gragas is a high bursty champ. Especially when he has 2 Dorn's rings, he can spam like crazy, and he has a fair amount of AP and health. He likes that health because of his passive. He can trade damage. It doesn't need to get too many health pots there to sustain himself too much in lane. So, as far as their first backs, Graves looks like he decided to get a Vampiric Scepter. Gragas doing some nice damage there to Ori again. Udyr looked like he was trying to swing around there, but Gragas scared the Ori away there before too much happened. But she did also have a ward, so it could have been Ori that scared them away. Sorry about that. Gonna have a little edit there just because it's having a little bit of trouble there talking. But Orianna goes down to a gank there. We're gonna back it up so we can just see that. Udyr playing around here. It looks like Ori just wasn't paying attention. Over does her welcome. And Gragas lands the slow. Udyr flashes in, lands the stun, and that ensures the kill there for Udyr. So, nice little play there. I'm really getting sick of this cold. It's really messing with me, so getting real tired of it. Vamp Scepters for everyone. Zed looks like he decided to go with the Vamp Scepter, most likely building that into a Bilgewater Cutlass into a Blade of the Rune King, because it makes the burst on his ultimate so much more potent. Quinn trying to trade damage here with the Graves. Nautilus missing the hook there will allow this Blitz to keep just dancing around. And lots of wards going down there in the bottom bushes, so. Yeah, trading all sorts of damage here at bottom lane. But this Nautilus is getting fairly tanky fairly quickly, but he is taking a lot of damage, and the Blitz lands the hook. This might be enough to ensure a kill there. Graves picks it up, but he does get brought very low, and that might actually force him back here because the Quinn, she can trade lots of damage there with that, with her Q. I forget what it's called, whatever her Q's called. Looks like Udyr is going to come around here, blinding assault. Oh, we're all sorts of ganks here. Udyr comes in from the side. Oh, we're going to back it up so we can see the Zed death first. Looks like he was trying to dance. Misses the Q here on Vladimir. Vladimir really wanting to dive. And yeah, he's just dancing. There's the ultimate. There's the Q. There's the E. And then pools to break the tower aggro. And meanwhile, back at bottom lane, we did have that engaged. Blitz lands a nice hook on Quinn. I think Jarvan will get away, but nope. One more auto attack ensures the kill. And Graves manages to get the Quinn before she gets back to the safety of her turret. So, nice little play there from the blue team bottom lane. Goal advantage is in blue team's favor, just under 2K. And Gragas is zoning the crap out of this Orianna right now, it seems. He is trying to use those body slams as effectively as possible, and Vladimir's taking tower hits, and that's most likely going to force him back. Otherwise, Zed is just going to kill him as soon as he gets back. Looks like blue team is going to try and do this dragon here. Nautilus walks up, doing an exhaust to the Udyr there, trying to mess around here. Everybody is brought very low, and there's the smite. Blue team gets the dragon, and Udyr gets... Not Udyr. Jeez, why do I keep doing that? Nautilus gets ulted there by the Gragas, but he manages to get away there with a hook on the wall before he got pushed too far away. So nice little play there from Nautilus. Even though he didn't manage to steal the dragon, that will be enough to force 3 players back, and hopefully purple team can make a little bit of a comeback there by those 3 players going back simultaneously. But we will see. Jarvan isn't in a good place to capitalize on that, and Vladimir is just coming back to lane now, and Nautilus is forced back. So probably not too much is going to happen there. As far as items go, we got a Brutalizer coming out here, looks like for the Udyr. Looks like he's going 80 tankiness. And Graves has that Bilgewater Cutlass, so most likely building that into a Blade of the Rune King. There is some nice damage there, mitigation actually from the Vladimir, and that's going to bring this Zed very low, and now here comes the Jukes. Dancing back and forth, drops a ward to try and get vision of them. And Vladimir's still trying to stay by that shadow, and Zed, you're so dead. And goes down to the Q there. Jarvan there ready to ensure the kill. Nice damage around the Quinn. Blitz lands the hook, and Quinn is most likely going to go down here. Manages to cut vision there, and a nice flash, but gets blown away there by the Graves ultimate. So, Rampage. Blown away. So, fun little bottom lane here. It looks like Quinn is overestimating the amount that her blinding will do for her, and then just gets caught out of position with the Blitz, and that's what Blitz does. Punishes people for just getting minor errors in positioning. So, Gragas looks like he decided to do a lane swap with Vladimir, Zach deciding to dance with the Vladimir, because Vladimir, it was starting to come ahead of that Zed quite a bit. He is almost 20 CS over this this Zed. Not to mention the kills. He's like 2 kills. Oh, I guess it's only 1 kill over the Vlad, but... And it looks like Jarvan wants to go in for a gank. Blitz landing a nice hook there on Nautilus. That's probably going to be enough to bring him down, and there's an unstoppable Graves. Jarvan trying to abuse his red buff here on the Blitzcrank, just letting this Graves do lots of damage. And everybody swaps to the Graves, flashing to keep up with him, doing some nice damage here, but I think he might be able to get away. Barrier there to ensure that he does. Blitz managing to CC, but Quinn does get the shutdown, but Blitz avenges him there with a Power Fist, so... And Gragas still dancing around here with Vladimir. I'm not sure how well Gragas will do against Vladimir, because Vladimir can dance around, and he has quite a bit of sustain there with the Q. Manages to land some nice damage, but Vladimir also burning the ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's an Ignite, and now Vladimir, you are dead, with a body slam to pick up the kill. Vladimir overestimating the damage that he could get off with his ultimate, while his ultimate was active there on Gragas, and Gragas has enough of an advantage now with his CS and kills advantage over mid lane that he might be able to spiral out of control. So we will see. Gragas can be very, very scary. How much gold does he have? Does he have enough for needlessly? Nope, just a blasting one right now if he heads back. So, but we'll see. Maybe he'll go for a quick Athene's Unholy Grail or something. Vladimir getting the Spirit of Spectral Wraith will allow him to do a little bit more damage to those creeps, along with getting a little bit more sustain with that additional spell vamp. And the Spirit of the Ancient Golem there on Jarvan also does something similar and provides quite a bit of tankiness. Lots of damage here going down at bottom lane. Nautilus opening the fight there with an ultimate and managing to hook Graves and also exhausting the Graves, but Quinn gets exhausted there as well. And unfortunately mitigates a lot of the damage there and the positioning that Nautilus tried to do. Gotta remember, Graves has a significant advantage, even though he only has tier 2 boots. Tier 2 boots and a dagger is a significant advantage over this Quinn. Allows him to position more and get like 1 auto attack off for 1 more auto attack every 3 compared to Quinn, and that's enough to win. And Udyr gets caught out of position in the jungle, taking lots of damage. Ori ult goes down and finally gets picked up there by the Jarvan, who ults him just to ensure the kill. Spirit Guard Udyr. Feeling very spiritual. Gold advantage is just under 3k in blue team's favor, even though Udyr got picked up there trying to counter jungle. Good counter jungle. And it looks like Blitz got caught a little bit out of position, tries to silence to get them away, but I think he is going to get picked up. Jarvan knockup manages to ensure the kill there for Quinn. Quinn doing some nice damage here to Graves, and there's the armor shred there that we know and love from Jarvan. Vladimir dancing around here with the Gragas while it's going on. Gets ulted out from his tower range. Body slam slows him down. And 1 more barrel on the auto attack ensures the kill there from the Groggy Ice. And here comes the gank. Tower dive. And Graves is running. Here comes Udyr. Might be enough to stop this tower dive from getting the Graves. And it looks like he might be able to get Quinn there. Voila, Quinn goes down. Graves is still dancing around here. Manages to get off 1 buckshot, but Udyr does go down and not enough to save. And now Purple Team wants to dive this Graves. They realize that he's vulnerable, but here comes Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank might be able to save him. And it looks like Graves is just going to dance around under this turret. juking back and forth, auto-attacking, getting some nice auto-attacks there on the Jarvan. He might actually be able to come out with a double kill if he plays this right. All depends on these outplays. There's a nice shield, though. Manages to dodge the knockup, but Jarvan picks him up there with an ultimate because the quick draw was on cooldown. And now I think Nautilus gets picked up there by the grab from Blitzcrank. So, unfortunately, Graves could not get away, but he did manage to help pick up that Nautilus there. So, and Jarvan will be forced back there as well. So, as far as these items goes, we've got Udyr with a Spirit of the Elder Lizard. Anyway, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, that will allow him to do a lot more sustained damage over time. Plus, it gives him cooldown reduction. Allows him to spam his spells that much more. And do additional damage to those creeps. And, oh my gosh, Zed, you are dead yet again. Just gets caught a little bit out of position and ignited, and now Ori is forced back. Udyr looks like he might dive. There's an Oriole trying to slow him up, but he goes down regardless, and Udyr goes down as well, just because the Jarvan came in, managed to get enough CC in, so he took that many more tower hits. With the Athene's Unholy Grail there on the Ori, she will allow to spam her spells so much more, just because it gives that additional mana regen, the 20% CDR. It is just a fantastic item on her. Very good. I almost highly recommend it as the first or second item, because she loves to spam her ball, and the more cooldown reduction. You really maxing W? I think he's talking to the Nautilus, who's maxing his shield. They're just talking shit now, just a little bit, not too much, but Jarvan looks like he wants to come in for a gank here. Gragas has a ward there, so he does know the Jarvan is coming. That will cause him to fall back there. Bottom lane, Graves gets caught a little bit out of position. Quinn doing some nice damage. Nautilus ult going down there. Blitz comes into the fray, manages to knock up and interrupt that Nautilus just a little bit, but whiffs the grab there. Makes it so Nautilus should be able to get away just fine. Ori is still dancing around here with this Zed. Zed trying to tease just a little bit there. Doing some nice damage there with the ultimate. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Ignite picks it up, and he flashes away from the Jarvan, who flashed to try and get him. There is the pickup, though, with the knockup. This Jarvan really abusing his mobility, and Udyr will win this fight. He has a lot more sustained damage here, and we're going to back it up so we can see this Gragas take out the Vladimir. Burns the ultimate right after the pool, trying to punch him back into range. And just a flash body slam, ignite, and then walks away like a boss. And Udyr is still dancing around this Jarvan, who manages to dash over the wall. Oh, so much damage going on in this, like, 15 seconds. Ridiculous. Unable to keep track of everything here. Bottom lane, Quinn and Nautilus look like they overextended just a little bit in there, and Blitzcrank is dancing around with him. Drops the ward, and Graves gets caught a little bit overcommitting to that. Quinn comes back, picks him up. Nautilus and now Quinn are in pursuit of this Blitz, but he should be able to get away just fine. But Udyr comes in from the back, picks up the Nautilus, and now Jarvan's in there as well. Tries to do what he can to pick up the Blitzcrank, which he succeeds with the help of Quinn, who gets the last hit. Quinn now dancing around this Udyr. Jarvan playing tank here for Udyr, but there is the stun, but doesn't quite get it off, and Udyr goes down there to the Quinn. Quinn just dancing around here with her little dash, her vault. Vaulting around the fight. On the right hand, she's a really good champ, but she's kind of weird. She's not your average AD carry, so. With Blade of the Rune King, she will be doing that much more sustained damage, especially when she procs her passive on her W when Quinn marks those targets, so. Keep thinking her bird's name is Talon. Is that right? Valor. I don't know. Just keep doing that. That's so weird. The last couple games where I've seen her, I keep calling her Talon. Messing with me. So a little bit of calm here, but we're still... Both teams have taken so many. Graves gets caught out of position. Nautilus lands the hook, and Graves is going to go down here with a vault to ensure the kill. Blitz tried to come in and save him, but not quite enough there. CC to save him. So... And as far as items go, Looks like Udyr is still building quite a bit of damage. Gragas is swapped once again with the Zed, trying to do enough damage, and Vladimir manages to pull out of a lot of damage there from Zed's ultimate, but he is doing enough. Zed manages to pick up the kill there with one final auto attack. It looks like Purple Team is going for this Drake and manages to pick up the kill, but Blitz hooks the Jarvan over the wall, and that might be enough to pick it up, but everybody is caught out of position. Gragas just gets ravaged there, tried to body slam over the wall, but goes down to an Ignite there. Or Nautilus. And there's another Jarvan ult, and Blitzcrank is most likely dead here, and unstoppable to the Quinn. And Purple Team walks away like a boss. Now the gold advantage is just about 200 gold in Purple Team's favor. So, fun, fun, fun. I love games with back and forth. Keep it that much interesting. Never know what hit him. So, Blitzcrank here does have that Spirit Stone, so he will be getting a little bit of map control. Nautilus looks like he's going for a quick Aegis instead of getting that Sight Stone for the map control. And Jarvan trying to mess with Zed there, but doesn't manage to do it. And meanwhile, Zed manages to pick up a tier 2 turret there at top, bringing the turret count 2-0, and the gold advantage is once again in Blue Team's favor. So, very interesting here. We do have some Wombo combo here with Purple Team. Blue Team has a little bit with Gragas and Graves, but the Purple Team Wombo combo is Orianna, Jarvan, Vladimir. Like, they definitely have a potent Wombo combo. Plus, Quinn can always use her ultimate. So, and it looks like Graves might almost gets caught out of position there. Nautilus missed the hook though, so he managed to get away just fine. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Blue Team is pushing this turret. Once again, pushing versus kills. Zed trying to dance around this Vladimir. Manages to avoid it going down there. Burns the Ignite to try and scare him away, and now Zed will be forced back. Udyr trying to catch this Quinn out of position, manages to land the stun, and now Quinn is just dancing around him, and the rest of Purple Team is coming, and Udyr goes down there to the combined forces of this 4-man push here at this bottom lane, and Graves is very low. This is a very scary push, but Gragas is here, and his ultimate is up, so if they do decide to dive, he can always push somebody away. Dropping all sorts of ward, just want to maintain lots of vision, but I think he was also just burning passives. And anyway, Gragas still trying to poke around here, but that turret went down. Now the gold advantage is back in Purple Team's favor. Just bouncing back and forth here. And Zed came back into the lane, doing lots of damage here to the Vladimir. Not quite enough to pick up the kill, and actually overestimated his damage, and the Vladimir ultimate managed to do just enough to pick up the kill. And all sorts of pings going down. Jesus. Jesus. Stop it. So many pings. Purple Team decides to fall back, but Vladimir picks up that top turret, and now the turrets are even, and the gold advantage is about 2.5k in Purple Team's favor. So, and most of that gold is on the Quinn. Stop hanging so much. Cheese and throw. Anyway, as far as the items go, we got a Brutalizer now on that Zed. We also have a Yomumu's Ghost Blade that just got built here on the Quinn. Looks like she's going for high attack speed, high armor pen, high mobility, that sort of thing. So, kind of interesting. Oh, that blue buff's kind of not showing up. I love glitches. They're my favorite. So, Nautilus does have that Aegis, so does the Blitzcrank, but Blitzcrank also has that Sightstone, so. And it looks like he got the blue buff. That will allow him to spam like crazy. He loves body slamming through his walls, doesn't he? Just keeps using it all the time. And it happens all the time. This crazy love mine. Udyr tries to come in here, manages to get the stun before Vlad gets the pool off. Now he's chasing. Vlad's sustain is keeping him alive a lot longer than Udyr expected, but fails the flash. But Vladimir manages to pick up the kill there with Quinn coming in at the last second. So nice little play there by Quinn, managing to save the kill. And anyway, we're going to back it up so we can see this Zed dive on this Orianna. Doing some nice damage. There's the Gragas ultimate. And there's the flash. Manages to get the ult off, doing some nice damage there with the Q, and now he will fall back. Manages to dash out of that Jarvan ultimate, but Gragas is in a world of hurt right now. Quinn catches up to him, and most likely is going to go down. Blitz manages to come in between him, and Gragas gets away just barely. Jarvan is in a little bit of a bad position now. Blitzcrank is dancing around here with the Quinn, who manages to blind him before he gets the power fist off, and now she is just dancing around, vaulting, picks up the kill and picks up the Zed as well. Well done there by this Quinn, just dancing around everybody. Oh my gosh. Well done. This Quinn is starting to get out of control. She's 10-5, and with that Yomumu's Ghostblade, she just can... And Graves just gets caught way out of position trying to catch that Quinn. I'm not sure what he was doing that far out. Anyway, he just gets caught and goes down. Udyr playing with the Vladimir. Vladimir ult going down, doing some nice damage. There's the Vlad pool, and there's the stun, and Vladimir is going to go down once again. You cannot push out that far. You cannot push out that far without wards. You must have wards if you're going to push to the second turret. Especially with the first turret still up. Like, you just... drop a ward right here on this blue buff, and that saves you so much. Or drop a ward right here, or drop a ward right here. Like, it might not save you all the time, but it does help a lot. Usually, if you're going to push out to here, you want to drop it right here at this blue bush so you can mark all of those paths right there. Because there's so many paths that go through there. Looks like Zed is trying to dance around with this Quinn. Looks like he really wants her. Throwing out Qs there, trying to poke, but this Quinn is getting real scary real fast. So other items, Vladimir did finish that Spear Visage, so he is pretty tanky now in terms of AP, and he does have a ton of sustaining cooldown reduction, but I think he needs a lot more damage, so hopefully he's building this Dangerously Rush into Azonias or a head. Those are definitely the best choices, but he needs a lot more damage, otherwise he's going to fall off here. Orianna looks like she's building her hat now. We'll be having that very shortly. Graves here decided to go with the Blade of the Rune King into an Infinity Edge, it looks like, so... that should be fun. And now it looks like Jarvan's going either for... he's going tons of armor, which I guess makes sense. There are a lot of AD except for Gragas, who does do a ton of AP damage, but... Rooble team manages to get the Dragon. Zed trying to catch this Quinn out of position, but just gets ravaged by her. Holy crap. She ate his face. And Jarvan trying to dance around with everybody, but he is so tanky right now. With Gragas not in the fray, he can tank these guys all day with the amount of armor, because he's got to have like 200 armor. 250. Look at that. And he's now under the turret, and I don't think Udyr can take him. There is the ultimate, overestimating the damage. We're going to back it up so we can see what happened here with Groggy. Ori trying to dance with this Gragas. Gragas running away here, burns a Q there. Ori's shield absorbs it, and here comes the Nautilus. Manages to pick up the kill there with a dredging to the deep, and Jarvan picks up the kill on the Udyr. Udyr just did not realize how tanky this Jarvan is. He has so much armor. There is the slow there on the Jarvan. Buckshot, but the shield goes off, and that's going to be enough to save him. Now Nautilus is going toe-to-toe with this Graves, and it looks like he might lose that fight if he keeps at it too long, so decides to fall back there and going to buy. Gold advantage is now about 5k in purple team's favor, but with that turret down, the blue team will be cutting at these turrets, and I think this mid turret will be going down here relatively short, but yet another turret goes down, so once again, it's just going back and forth here, but purple team is slowly starting to show their dominance. Zed trying to dance with this Vladimir, but not always the best decision. Since Vladimir has a I can make your ult do virtually nothing here with his W. His pool. What is that called? Sanguine pool. Anyway, sanguine pooling all around. Jarvan getting a Thornmail there for all of this AD damage. Now he should probably build a little bit of MR. I forgot they changed that icon as well. That's all shiny and new. Look at that Thornmail. I like Thornmail. It's a really fun item. It's really fun on those champs that have quite a bit of magic pen already, so like a Mumu, it's really fun to build it on him. Because then the AD carries just destroy themselves on you. Zed trying to dance with this Vlad some more, but not really working out. And here comes, looks like a 3-man push here on this purple team mid turret. And now Nautilus is dancing with everybody, doing lots of damage actually. There's an Ori ult. Jarvan comes in. Graves trying to do what he can, but unable to do so. Now Gragas is caught way out of position, gets picked up by the Jarvan. Nice double kill going on there. And this is going to be yet another turret. Quinn going for the Yomumus, trying to catch somebody there with that Guardian Angel. She will be incredibly tanky and very hard to kill. And Jarvan manages to catch the Graves out of position there with a Cataclysm. Picks up the kill with a Dragon Strike. So nice little play there from that Jarvan. And now purple team is just spiraling out of control here. 7k in their favor. And it looks like purple team is trying to chase this Zed. But meanwhile, the 3 on purple team are just demolishing this turret. Udyr is trying to backdoor where he can. Tiger Stance does lots of damage to turrets. Udyr, you got to keep pushing if you're going to keep going. And Blitz trying to defend this turret, but Quinn is doing some nice damage to it. Minions are back there. Gragas trying to do what he can. Udyr and Zed are trying to play around here with this purple team, but a nice Oriole goes down, forcing that Zed to get out of there. And Udyr manages to pick up the kill, but now he is taking lots of damage. Most likely going to go down to this Ignite. And voila, Vlad picks up the kill there with an Ignite. Purple team just slowly building this gold advantage out of control. Apparently this Quinn and Valor can carry like a boss, so I've never seen a Youmuumu's on an AD carry. Never. Well, I did a long time ago, but not in recent history, especially with a lot of high yellow people. So Udyr getting a Zeke's Herald will allow his team to do a little bit more damage, but they need to start building this armor pen. Otherwise, Jarvan is just going to rampage through their team. They need more armor pen. Zed needs to build his last whisper, which it looks like he's doing right now. Graves needs to build his last whisper in that Phantom Dance or the Static Shiv, whichever he decides to go. Vladimir doing an ult there on the Graves there, but Gragas is there to cockblock him just a little bit. And lots of damages going on this Vlad, and he gets picked up there from the Groggy Ice. And now Graves is just shredding these minions, hoping to try and push this turret back out, push his bottom lane back out towards this purple side, hoping that they can maybe start doing some more damage to this tier 3 turret here. But uh-oh, Zed gets caught out of position there. Ults the Orianna, doing some nice damage to her. Might be enough to pick her up there, but she does manage to survive just for now. And Talon doing... I gotta stop that. Quinn doing lots of damage, managing to pick up a double kill there. And I think this might be an inhibitor. Quinn doing some nice damage to that turret, brings it down. Jarvan trying to force this Blitz and Graves back, but this Orianna is doing a lot of damage. There's the Oriole doing some nice damage there. And down goes the inhibitor. Purple team is most likely going to fall back now. Even though Jarvan wants to keep hanging on, manages to keep up with this Blitzcrank, doing some nice damage. Quinn gets the kill there with a Volt. And yeah, this is starting to look really dire for this blue team unless Udyr can start doing some split pushing. But look at this. He's dancing with this Nautilus. Nautilus is just kind of trying to tease him around here, but now we're playing Ring Around the Rosie here with Vladimir. There's the Vlad ult. Nice damage here going down on the Udyr. Might be enough to pick him up. And let's see if he flashes, and down he goes to the Vladimir yet again. Udyr, you need to build a little bit more tanky in the future. All damage Udyr does not have. Just if you get a little bit of tankiness, then you could do so much more just because of the fact that it greatly increases the effect of your turtle stance. So, just a little bit. You don't need too much. Like, normally you'd see an Aegis or something on him, or close game. It was for a while, and now it's not. Oh, Gragas trying to get the Orianna there, but doesn't quite have the damage for it, and wasn't able to get the Q, and Jarvan locked him up just enough for her to get away. And now they're trying to take out this Jarvan, who has so much armor that they're going to be very unable to do so. Quinn diving in there with a Vault, doing some nice damage there to the Zed. Manages to bring him down, and now everybody, it's just a battle. They're just letting her stay in this melee form, just absolutely shredding people. Okay, I was just seeing if she got bonus attack damage while she was in there. Udyr, once again, he's just got a hard-on for this Vladimir. Doing some nice damage, but there's the Vladimir. We'll see if it'll be enough. There's a Zhonya's. And Vlad picks up the kill yet again, and will pick up the turret as well. Well played by Vladimir. The Zhonya's and the W. And Purple Team gets the Baron. Didn't even see that because I was too busy watching Udyr dance with Vladimir, and it looks like Purple Team is going to have the victory here very shortly. With that Baron buff, the gold advantage is now about 14k in Purple Team's favor, which makes it very hard. Very hard. Nautilus now has a Randuin's Omen, so they have all sorts of anti-attack damage on this team. They just have this rock-hard front line here. Just with Jarvan and Nautilus, they have so much initiation and so much tankiness versus this very high AD team, and Gragas has not been very... Oh, man. That was cute. There's a failed surrender boat. I have no words for that Graves getting killed there. And it looks like Blitz is going to go down here to this very, very scary Quinn. Nautilus comes around the back. There is some nice damage going down on here from the Zed, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Triggers the Guardian Angel, and now Gragas is trying to dance with her, but there's the triple kill. Nice little play, and let's see if they can get this Udyr and almost get the virtual ace, but not quite enough. Udyr manages to get back to his well there, but the Nexus turrets are starting to take damage here. One of the turrets is down to about 2/3. The other turret is taking tons of damage here from this Quinn. Down goes another tier 3 turret. Graves dancing with this Quinn, but she manages to pick up the kill there with the help of Jarvan getting the last hit. And unfortunately, that is going to be the game. So, just a quick retrospect. Udyr needed to build tanky. He should not have built Zeke's Herald. I know he has a lot of attack damage, like a lot of attack speed, what helps his team greatly, but he just needed a little bit more tankiness, and he would have done so much better. And Gragas just wasn't able to do what he needed. I'm not sure if Athene's Unholy Grail is absolutely necessary on Gragas. I think if you want cooldown reduction and AP, like the mana regen is kind of nice, but just get fed blue buffs. Like Udyr doesn't need blue buff that badly. You just go with the Deathfire Grass or something like that. So anyway, a little recap there. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you like what you see, hit that like button, favorite, subscribe. You know the drill. I know I say it every time, but I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. And if you really like the videos, please share with your friends. Don't make me beg. I don't want to beg. Anyway, thank you one more time for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.